Hello everyone, welcome back to Erasmus Mundus series, episode number 5. In this video, I'll be talking about what does the Erasmus Mundus Scholarship includes. I have broken down this video into 3 main sections. Section 1 consists of what are the elements and the components of the scholarship. 2, I'll be talking about what additional benefits and perks you're going to get from this scholarship. And number 3, I'm going to compare 2 different countries and how is the cost of living varying as a student. The Erasmus Mundus Scholarship element comprises of 3 main things. 1. Contribution towards your travel, visa, installation and other costs. 2. Tuition fee and insurance. 3. Monthly allowances. They vary depending on if you're from a EU partner country or program country. So here is the summary table where you can check them out. What are the subsistence costs you're going to get and what's the coverage percentage. Meanwhile, there's also exception. Depending on the country of residence, you're going to have the mobility, and also if you're from a partner country and if you go to another partner country for mobility, these rules might not apply. So this, you need to check them out and keep them in mind. So what are the additional benefits of Erasmus Mundus Scholarship along with the scholarship elements which we already spoke about? So before I list them in detail, I would like to mention that to find the most detailed and accurate information, you better check the program you're applying for. So there might be some exceptions in some of the courses, but here is the generic list. The participation cost covers additionally the university overhead cost, your enrollment across the various partner institutions, access to the classrooms and the curriculum, access to the examination and issuance of the final certificate, support towards your administrative and organizational issues which you have during the master's program, access to the testing facilities and lab. So coming to the final section of the video, I would like to give you an example of cost of living between Spain and Norway. These are the 2 countries I lived in, and I can give you an approximate example of what it might look like as a student and what are the costs you might basically incur. And most importantly, do remember that Europe definitely varies in terms of the cost of living, and also within each of the country, the cost could significantly vary depending on which city you're basically living in. So this is also very important when you're actually making this planning, especially with Erasmus Mundus. You need to actually hop on and hop off between several cities and several countries. So I've broken down the cost of living into 4 main aspects. 1, the accommodation. 2, food. 3, public transportation. 4, miscellaneous things including mobile cost. So the accommodation in Norway could anywhere vary between 400 to 500 euros, while the public transportation could vary between 50 to 80 depending on the city you're residing in. The food could vary between 250 euros to even up to 500 depending on if you're actually cooking all the food or if you end up spending sometimes going out in decent restaurant. And miscellaneous things, of course, the telephone and other things also cost a bit higher in Norway, so it could vary anywhere between 100 to 150 euros. While coming to Spain, the accommodation could be anywhere between 250 euros to 500 euros, depending on if you're living in a bigger city or depending on the kind of accommodation you're choosing. When it comes to food, it's slightly cheaper compared to Norway, or rather it's much cheaper. So it could be anywhere between 150 euros to 250 euros, depending on, again, you're cooking and you're eating outside, while the public transportation also is a bit lower, so 30 euros to 70 euros. And finally, the miscellaneous cost could be anywhere between 70 euros to 100 euros. So note that the range of variation between Norway and Spain is already up to 300 to 400 euros per month. So this is something which you really need to pay attention to when you're having this mobility experience. The summary of the 2 tables and the cost in detail is provided here. So do check them out. So when you're actually making this table for yourself according to the mobility, pay attention to these 4 main components. So these were the examples of the cost of living. Do not forget to press that like button, to comment below which are the Erasmus Mundus Master course you're planning to apply for and which countries basically it consists of in terms of the mobility, and most importantly consider subscribing because it really helps my channel grow and also reach out to other prospective students. Meanwhile, do not forget to also check out my next video, which is very important, on frequently asked questions. I'm getting anywhere between 50 to 70 queries every day. I do not necessarily have time to effectively respond to everyone, so hopefully this video can really guide you in the best possible manner and also cut down some of the queries which I'm getting on a daily basis. So do check it out. So until then, take care and have a fantastic day.